Good evening, my dear students. So tonight, let's start our lecture on Physics 2 with the topic on Introduction to Electrostatics. So when we say static, we mean to say that something is at rest, diba? And in this particular topic, we are talking about charges at rest. Charges at rest para to differentiate it from charges in motion. Or yung current o yung kuryente natin kasi 'di ba? When we say kuryente, yun ay mga charges that are moving along the wire. Our main concern here in electrostatic are the nature of the charges and kung paano ang nature ng charges na ito, whether positive or negative, ay nagsasanhi ng force of attraction or force of repulsion. Okay? So, let's go back to basic concepts first para meron tayong solid understanding. First, ano yung nasa loob ng isang atom? I know that you already know this, no? So, meron tayong proton. Proton is the positive, di ba? Positively charged. We say that it is positively charged particles. We also have electrons. These are the negatively charged particles. And then we also have the neutrons. I hope my spelling is correct. They have no charge. It is neither positive nor negative. So ano yung position nila inside the atom, no? So if this is your atom, according to our model, yung mga protons natin is at the center or nasa nucleus, no? Kasama niya doon sa nucleus yung mga neutrons, the neutral charge. So together, they are stuck in the middle. Di sila makakaalis doon. And then around the nucleus, we have tinatawag nating electron shells, diba? Or energy shells. So in this region, in this spherical region, dito natin makikita umiikot around the nucleus yung mga electrons. Tama po? So, actually, ditawag din natin orbitals ito, no? Yung mga energy levels na ito or electron shells. So, importante malaman natin na doon sa pinaka-outer shell or outer level ay napaka-unstable ng mga electrons na nandoon. When we say unstable, they are able to move from one atom to another. Doon sa yung mga electrons na nasa outer shells, they are able to move around freely. Kasi low instability sila. They are characterized as being lower instability. So please remember that. Next question. Ano yung difference sa dalawang term na ito? Neutral object and charged object. Ang bawat atom kasi ay ang bawat element kasi ay merong unique number of protons. Diba? So, di ba, makikita natin yung hydrogen, meron siyang atomic number na 1. Makikita natin siya na parang unang element sa ating periodic table. And then, in the case of carbon, meron siyang 6. Tama po? 6 ang kanyang atomic number. So, actually, itong mga atomic number that actually corresponds to the number of protons na meron yung hydrogen atom na yun. So, ibig sabihin yung hydrogen atom, meron siyang 1 proton. And then yung carbon, meron siyang 6 protons. Masasabi natin na neutral yung atom na yun if the number of protons na nasa nucleus ay equal sa number of electrons na nagre-revolve around that nucleus, we will say that that atom is neutral or that object is neutral. Now, charged na siya kapag hindi naging equal yung number of protons sa number of electrons na meron yung isang object. Miski pa isa lang yung labis o ang kulang. That will be considered as a charged object already. So, we've been talking about charge. So, ano ba itong charge at paano siya sinusukat? Ang charge kasi isang quantity ng isang object, o in our case, ng isang atom. Diba, ang isang object, pwede mo siyang bigyan ng mass. Lahat ng object, meron siyang mass, diba? So, ang mass ay isang quantity. Sinusukat mo siya sa pamamagitan ng, or kina-quantify mo siya sa pamamagitan ng kilogram. Ang object, meron din siyang charge. So, kina-quantify mo naman siya sa pamamagitan ng coulomb. Kung ang kilogram ay kg, ang coulomb ay C. Okay? So, pag tinanong ako, ano ang charge ng object na to, magsasabi ako ng something coulomb. 1 coulomb, 2 coulombs. Okay? So, para ma-appreciate natin siya. For example, this is your object. Masasabi natin na neutral ang object kapag pantay, di ba? Yan, pantay yung bilang ng positive and negatively charged particles. So, this is neutral. So, dahil neutral to, no charge. Neutral, di ba? Neutral, no charge, that's the same. 0 coulomb. Okay? For example, mag-represent tayo ng 1 coulomb, positive 1 coulomb na charge. Pag sinabi natin positive 1 coulomb, ibig sabihin yung object na yun ay positively charged. Kasi meron siyang positive value ng coulomb. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang deficit of I think it's correct. Deficit in electron. Sabihin, kulang siya ng electron. Mas lamang yung positive, kaya siya naging positively charged overall. So, ganito yung positive 1 coulomb. So, tingnan naman natin kung paano natin papakita yung negative 1 coulomb. So, negatively charged yung overall charge ng object. So, syempre, mas malalami yung negatively charged particle sa kanya. Okay? So, dito naman meron kang excess in electrons. So, in terms of number of electrons, ilan? Pag sinabi nating 1 coulomb. Kasi actually, pag nagbigay ko sa iyo ng isang quantity, let's say 1 coulomb, that also tells you something about the number of electrons na labis o kulang doon sa object na yon. Actually, when I say 1 coulomb, meron akong deficit of 6.25 times 10 to the 18th electrons. Okay? So, para i-emphasize ko kung gaano kadami to, i-move mo po yung decimal place mo to the right by 18 times, and so on. So, imagine the number of zeros. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ganun yung kulang na electrons para ito ay maging neutral o mag-balance. Napaka-awkward sabihin, di ba, na 6.25 times 10 to the 18 electrons ang kulang sa kanya. So, instead, we just say positive 1 coulomb. O, ganun din dito. Negative 1 coulomb, ibig sabihin, labis ka naman dito ng ganito kadaming electrons. So actually, pag sinabi pala nating coulomb, ito pala ay sobrang laking quantity. Kaya sa mga problems natin, actually, ito ay illustration lang. Yung pag sinabing 1 coulomb, usually binibigay sa atin ay nano-coulomb. Okay, para realistic yung ating quantity of charge na pag-uusapan. Kasi yung 1 coulomb is actually a very large quantity. As we can see here, ang dami palang electrons noon. Okay. Let's talk about that, more about that later on.